right, hello and welcome everyone to the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. How's everyone doing today? We are at Knoxville for 50 laps in the trucks. That's the only dirt race that we're going to be doing this year in the truck series. So it should be a lot of fun. Had a great time last time we were in the truck series. We ran Bristol and Eldora last year. Two great races. We have quite a few drivers here, 20 plus, and we're back for a couple more races before we get to the championship. 7 races to go. We got Knoxville, Texas, Michigan, Wilkesboro, Talladega, Chicagoland, and Rockingham. Outcomes, a ringer today. We got Bobby Rafferty in the 77. Won a dirt race last year at Eldora and finished second at Bristol both times in ARCA and truck. So definitely a threat today. First lap down for Bobby is going to be a 22.38. Can see him really ripping in that slick. Not sure how many drivers are going to be willing to do that. I'm going to probably see a lot of people trying to run the top. Bobby comes across the line again, and he will not improve. We got Jason Pearson rolling around in the 16. And we also got someone new in the booth today. We got Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Well, first time here. Got a little interesting race for dirt. How about that?
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting tonight. I never raced on dirt before. I have raced and iRacing, but not on dirt.
You've so you never raced any car on dirt?
It's mostly been I worked my way all the way up to Legends, and then started in NASCAR stock cars, and then I went up to the Xfinity Series, was runner-up in the championship because I got turned literally on the white flag, but then I stepped away, and then I started broadcasting, and this is where I am right now. But I just recently finished up my my Indy 500 run, and I was just very close to finishing first in that 500, but I just couldn't get there in time. Maybe if we had 2 more laps.
Isaac Wilson hit the wall. Maybe if you would have let me practice with him, maybe he would have run that lap better. Kobe Sutphin is in 6th right now. And Kobe will not improve. Isaac did run 8th, though, so not bad for Isaac. Isaac does not have high hopes for this race, but, who knows? Maybe that will charge him to a win, or at least a good finish. Would love to see Isaac up here. He's been up front a lot this season, but just has not put down great finishes. Typically been involved in incidents he didn't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
13 have qualified. Only got a couple more minutes. As we have Alex Bunnisingor, new face in the 67, so we'll see what he can do. And it looks like he's struggling to get started. You gotta be really careful on throttle, though, and how you handle the car in that slick, though, because if you get the car rotated too much or put down too much throttle, you're just gonna spin your tires or slide your rear too much.
That's the thing with dirt racing, you don't want to how should I say this? You don't want to overcorrect the car.
Actually, I would say you don't want to overdo the throttle.
And that too. You don't want to overdo the throttle because if so, well, you're not going to get a good turn.
It depends really on the car. Like you know, dirt cars you run all differently. These cars are, I would say, comparable to maybe a limited late model, but with more power.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there isn't. Maybe you could even compare it to a street stock with more power, but
Mike
these
is
things
out
handle
tonight,
better
so
than the
I'll be
street
filling
stocks
in as
too.
admin.
Yeah.
We have 50
Okay.
laps.
I'm being told that also caution laps will count today, so they're not going to want to be running caution laps. Otherwise, they may be in for a bad time. All right, what do we have in here? Zach, Bobby going to get the W, unless he gets wrecked. Jeremy's going to ride around for points. Good luck tonight and avoid the carnage. And Jeremy says he's going to be the carnage. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Bobby. I would say I'm not surprised that he is on pole right now. Probably one of the best dirt drivers in this league.
It all depends on how the driver is and how their experience is on dirt. You know, there's some drivers that don't have any experience and they could come out here and race on dirt and they're really good. Or it could be a complete opposite where there's a driver that races on dirt, but they just can't get a good setup or a good run on these different dirt tracks.
Yeah, and with the track state as it is, we're probably going to see a lot of high side racing because these cars are not that comfortable in the slick. All right, let's go over to starting lineup real fast. Bobby's going to be starting first. Nathan Penley's going to be second. Jeremy Poland's going to be third. Matt Spires fourth. Alexander Labros is fifth, and Kobe Sutton is sixth. Cedric Broso is seventh, and Isaac Wilson eighth. Emmanuel Forget ninth, and Jason Pearson 10th. Sam Gordon 11th, and Vacon is 14th or 12th. Alexander Bonsignor is 13th, and Marshall Harris is 14th. Michael Giberson is 15th, and Joey Means is 16th. Duke Davis is in 17th. Anthony Frey is 18th. Leonardo Bonini is going to be 19th, and Jeremy Robbins is going to be in 20th. And Davey Hendricks, not sure if he's going to grid up or not. If he does, he'll be in 21st position.
Mm-hmm. And Joe.
Yep.
I can't see the screen.
What? Ooh. We will fix that real fast. Must have crashed. There you go.
Let's see.
It should be starting up any second.
It's loading.
There we go.
Yep. Got it.
All right. Bobby, don't know where he went. I assume he's taking an EOL, so that will promote Guillermo Poland to the top spot. I don't think that there will be any need for fuel. Tires, they won't be needed today either. But I think there might be a set if they so choose. Yeah, they do get one extra tire set, so who knows? It may be worth it later on in the race. Guillermo going to lead him down the line, and we are going to be green. And the thing is, I'm going to watch for Guillermo. I'm going to see if he's going to try to get up high first, or if he's going to try to kind of run that slick. You're going to run the cushion pretty well, but the problem with the car being on the high side is you can't really throw it as much as you'd want to. And it's going to be Nathan Penley to lead the first lap. And we already have a crash. It's Forget in the wall.
Looks like it's just gonna. Oh, 42 goes around.
42 around, 16
like,
around.
Oh.
They're still wrecking.
18 gets a little nudge there. 42 doesn't look like got any damage. Looks like he just spun around. But like I was gonna say, Joe, it looks like on these restarts the inside's gonna have the advantage. But on the outside, you're gonna have a little more grip. So the outside truck is gonna always get the good runoff.
Yeah, I would much rather probably start on the outside at this track state. Let's see what happened.
It just
Looks like,
ooh,
yeah, the
tap the
95,
wall maybe.
or the L5 hit the wall and then kind of caused a reaction. Then,
Just bounced off. 18 had nowhere to go.
yeah, a lot of cars just kind of sliding in there. Well, hey, Isaac, Jeremy, congratulations. You guys were not part of the first wreck. I know Jeremy's just trying to survive today. Same for Isaac, so.
It's gonna go fast, Joe. I mean, we only have what, 50 laps? You said.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe once we get to the halfway point, these drivers are gonna start like literally running into each other because that's how dirt racing is. I really don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well, we will see.
But you never know.
So Bobby took an EOL and now is in the 10th. Jeremy Robbins up 7 spots, biggest mover so far. Actually, no, that is going to be Leonardo. He is going to be up, or Leandro. Leandro, there we go. He is up 8 spots now, back down to 7. Or maybe 8, I'm not sure. He's figuring it out right now. Caution laps should be quick, though. Should be instant 2 to green once they take the first time around, and we are going to be 1 to green this time.
All right, re-rack them. Here we go.
Got 10 viewers in the chat. Hello, everybody. Would love to hear from y'all in the race. Who do you think's gonna win? Gonna take a run with the fans in this camera. Here we go. Green flag.
Green flag.
Not a good start by a 23 on the outside, and definitely going to cost him maybe. Well, Bros really gets up on that high banking, and he's just going to get so much more grip on the outside.
But look how many trucks are passing the 77 right now. As you see, he is struggling. Oh wait, that's the 72. My bad.
Yeah,
He's
72.
struggling on the inside. Yep.
Looping himself. No caution.
I don't know why you would go down that low. I mean,
he's trying to get that little bit of grip down there. If you, as you can see with the number 77, and there is a caution out now. Marshall Harris has crashed. Let's see what happened.
oh boy. Let's see.
So Marshall
Drove it in.
drove it in. Yeah, spun himself off, and the 05 had nowhere to go. Now, what
I think for. Sorry, God.
I was going to notice about Bobby. Let's take a little bit of a lap with Bobby. Because he's trying to get those left tires into that little bit of dirt right down there. So he can cut a lot more of the track than everybody else. You can get that grip. Bobby working the wheel hard too. But yeah, what Bobby's trying to do down there while you're running so low is you want to get that grip. And it's really working for him. The only negative, though, to running down there is if you're not controlled, you'll get yourself up on that little incline on the turns. And if you do that, yeah, at best you could lose some time. At worst, you could end up like LeBros did. Bobby making a good run up already. He got EOL'd and is already in the 4th. Isaac in the 5th. Maybe he didn't need the help. He's doing good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say these drivers in the front I have no concern about. I think it's the drivers towards the back that I have a little more concerned about. I feel like they're gonna have to try to find their own pace and line in order to get to the front. But that's just how dirt track racing is. But so far to me, I think the outside lane is gonna be the way to go if we get like these late race cautions towards the end of the race. So I would try sticking out the outside lane if the inside lane's not working.
Yeah, we shall see. I mean, if it really were inclined, you could rip the top, run the cushion. The other thing you want to keep in mind of is don't mess up your front, because that can really cause some damage. All right, re-racked, and we're trying again. Pace car off again. Manuel Forget back up to second. We are back.
Again.
40 to go. We have somebody in the Discord. I don't know who joined. Hi, Chad.
What's up?
Feel free to join us. 40 to go, though, and Penley's out to a good restart. And we have a caution.
Ooh.
That's going to be LaBrose.
Some tells me he slid up the track.
Running 3 wide. Little bump
Right
from the 59.
there.
Ooh, that should not have been a spin. And the 05 spin's trying to avoid. That was an odd spin.
I don't know why we were so tight there. Why couldn't we just like...
Well, you know, it's the momentum just kind of pushes you up the track.
Yeah, right there.
It happens. Yeah, I don't know. Should have walled him. Shouldn't have spun him out. But sometimes it happens.
It happens.
Bobby, though, he is smoking right now. You know what? Bobby doesn't come in that often. We're gonna talk to Bobby real quick. See what he has to say. Bobby,
What's up?
front to the back to the front. Moving pretty quickly on the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty fun out here. I'm not gonna lie. You know, these trucks, less gas is definitely your friend, and the bottom is definitely still in. Might try the top if we get out front and see what that has to offer, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Seems like Nathan Penley's doing a rather decent job up there with the top.
Yeah, from the little bit that I've been able to see so far, it doesn't look like he's doing half bad, but I'm just hoping we can get more than, you know, like half a lap in here. It's tough. This place is an ice skating rink right now, and if you don't know, you know, if you don't have a lot of experience or really don't know what you're doing, it's real difficult conditions out here right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna run the bottom, you got to keep those lefts on the fresh stuff. Otherwise, you're not gonna have a good time in the slick.
Yep, absolutely. But we're about to go green back, so have a good broadcast, brother.
I'll move you back down. Have fun and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, back to green. We'll see if Bobby will be here to challenge Nathan Penley. Here we go, green flag.
Green, green, green.
But watch the leader get that lead, but watch the outside lane. As you see the 61 truck there, as he's going to get second place from this run. Right there.
Caution.
And caution's out again.
Gonna be Leonardo or Leandro. Always look at that wrong. Okay, let's see what happened to Leandro. Ooh, 05 comes up a bit and gives him a spin. This is why we should have caution laps not count, but oh well. At least we're not burning too many laps under caution. 16 of 50 down.
I mean, if you think about it, we're about almost, what, 30 laps to go?
We'll be about 32, 31 laps to go probably when we get back to green. We should bring up another person. You know what? We'll bring up.
We should.
We'll bring up. Well, I was gonna bring up Isaac, but he's not here. Just seeing who's around. Don't got a lot of choices to talk to. Maybe we'll get Jeremy up here next. Caution, as long as he is not the caution. Should be 1 to green this time. We'll be back with about 32 to go. Biggest mover right now is going to be Gibb. Going to be trying for the Knoxville Nationals later in the year. Was on the Chili Bowl official split last year. Got in the C main, I think.
Well, Joe, do you think we're going to ever have a long green flag run here, or do you think we're going to have caution after caution?
The problem right now is that the bottom is very hard to run right now.
Just has no grip.
And a bit, well, you can run the bottom, but there is a fine line that you have to keep. And you don't really want to be stuck in the middle of the slick because it's just useless. So you might be seeing a lot of high side running, and that's where they're getting pinched up. Here we trying again. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, good restart on the bottom. You just have that extra grip there. Nathan did go a little bit wide into the restart. A little loose off there. Now let's see what Bobby can do. So Nathan goes high and is able to run off the top side. But Bobby does seem quicker on the bottom. The bottom's probably not going to be there the whole race, though, but considering that he's putting all 4 tires in the slick and still managing to run well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone's going to try the cushion or if the cushion's not going to be good enough. Henley giving it a little bit of a try, but just cannot get the gas off the top. Bobby said he would try the top side if he did get up front, so we'll see. Side-by-side battle between Gibb and Isaac. Isaac, no! Spinning around,
Oh,
and the caution is out.
oh 648 was involved there too. Look at
And
that front end damage.
Alt F4 is out. Let's see what happened here.
Just rear came around on him.
And Guillerme gave him a hard shot. We'll see what happened to Cedric. Real fast. Here's what happened to Cedric. Looks like he comes off and... Ooh. What happened there? So yeah, Isaac's spinning. 23 comes up and just tries to hold the brakes and avoid him, but can't really slam the brakes on a dirt track.
Yeah, it's not how it works. It's way different on asphalt than dirt. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the thing with dirt is if it's kind of the rule for all cars. You can't really slam the brakes hard, otherwise you'll just spin out pretty much. Well, I'm going to see how Jeremy's doing because he wanted to ride around. And, I'm not sure if he's going to be up in the top 10, but we'll see. Oops. There we go. Jeremy. Been riding around a little bit, but, up 6. How's it going so far?
Staying alive.
Staying alive?
Like a PG song, trying to stay alive.
We get in the top 5 today?
I just want to finish with 4 tires.
Well, you know what? You can actually get an extra set on there. Maybe try to bolt one on, maybe? With 20 or so to go. Maybe get yourself a little advantage. Who knows?
I just want to keep my truck in one piece.
Well, so far you're doing a good job of it. Hopefully I don't curse you now. Have fun.
I hope not. See ya.
All right. Here we go.
Yep, Bobby going to be starting on the bottom. If he gets out front, I think what he's going to do is he's going to experiment with the top because he might need it later.
You might need it. So let's see here.
You see LeBros out there just trying to get every inch of grip possible.
He's going to go really low there. He can come up if he wants. He's clear before that run comes, but it looks like he's going to stay on that inside line there.
He's having fun bottom feeding, so no point going up if that's what's being successful. But if you start getting caught on the bottom, that's when you start migrating.
So far, so good. Everybody sorted out here.
Too wide. Oh, 05 coming up, and that's going to take the 67. Caution should be out. There it is.
Man.
It's the one issue with dirt sometimes is...
You just can't stop.
Well, he did overpower it slightly, but the 67 may have looked like he had been going a little slow, trying to cut down.
Yeah.
Not a bad accident. And Bobby's going to get out front once again. We have 3 retirements so far. Duke Davis, Joey Maines, and Isaac Wilson. Gonna try to bring up one more driver, see what they have to say. Not sure if anyone's in here though.
I'm really surprised the top hadn't slicked off any more than it has.
Yeah, I don't know. There are still a good amount of people running the bottom. I'm thinking what they might do is they're gonna have to go up top eventually. Because I mean the bottom's getting worn out. I mean if we go on board with Bobby on this pace lap, I mean there is a sliver. And I mean we saw he could even put 4 tires in there and
Bobby's
be okay.
just about the only one that's getting far enough down on the bottom. So it's not going to slick off quite as quick.
Yeah, you really need to pretty much be just a tiny bit lower than what Bobby is right now. But I mean, where he is right now is a really good spot to be.
You
Nice
can
thing-
definitely see the dirt racers, you know, the ones that's never run dirt much,
The nice thing
are
though,
staying in the slick.
the nice thing though for Bobby here is that he gets all that grip on the front and back straightaway. They don't have all that grip if you're running top.
Correct. Yeah, if you haven't run dirt, get up there just above the slick in the fresh dirt, roll it around, and survive.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go.
Here we go.
61 was looking to get a jump, but just could not. Everybody low on bottom. It's working out fine just right now. Emily being a little bit more competitive on that high side. And getting aside him too. But Bobby's going to have so much more grip. Got him gapped by about half a car length. Now, what Penley's going to want to do here is, I think if he can get up top, I think he might have a better chance now, because I'm not sure how much longer that bottom is going to be able to be viable, but he might be able to run that the whole time. He's getting up on the banking on the bottom. Manuel Forget and Gibb battling. Forget getting really high up there and just able to get so much more drive off that corner.
You can see 4J kind of diamond, drove it in a little deeper, got up, and then cut back down, getting a run.
Yeah. As you see, they're still battling side by side. 61 there.
Oh, getting a little bit loose.
getting
Has to back
loose.
out. I think he is a little bit better than 24 up there, though. 24 had a really
Right
bad entrance,
there.
it looked like.
I
should be
really
able-
like his entry. If he could keep it on the wall, the rest of the exit, I think.
You can see Bobby using every inch of bottom required. 61, really out of shape. Looks like the 61 got some damage too, so it looks like he's going to keep on fighting on the high side though. This is for the interview.
Oh, right there. Oh, can 024 save it? He does.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a grip off of that high side too. Gibb might be getting to try a crossover soon. I just don't think he just wants to wreck himself because they are running real close together.
You gotta be really careful of doing the crossover move. I mean, if you come up, you're gonna get clipped by a guy on top
Caution
lane with
is
that
out.
run. And let's see what RRL are caution for tonight.
Looks like
looks like-
Labros.
Came around again?
We're looking. Ooh.
No. Oh. That's interesting.
Well, it looks like
like
Leonardo or
That could have been
Leandro.
avoidable.
Nah, I don't know about that. Well, let's see what happened to
No?
Leandro. So he's running pretty decent. Ooh.
Just gets
Ooh.
tagged.
Not sure if that was
Yeah.
avoidable though.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I feel like if he braked a little more,
The problem is,
Possibly go a little-
so he sees him about right here. He's
oh, yeah,
already
you couldn't
braking.
see.
Well,
You couldn't see.
he's also braking too. I mean, when you hit the brakes on these trucks, you're not gonna just slow down. I mean, there is not a lot of grip when you're braking. When you brake in a dirt car, if you brake too, you have to be very gentle on the brakes. If you're not, you'll just spin the car out.
And also, when we went on board there, I just saw the visibility, so that could have also been another issue for him.
Yeah, Leandro's still out there though. Got a big old wallop, but yeah, both of them are still out there, even though they're quite damaged. Well, it's always, you know, a question of maybe for Bobby at least. You know, he was probably going to get the pole. Question is, was he going to convert it into a win? He's looking like he can do that today.
All right, here we go. Race is almost over, guys.
11 to go.
What are your expectations with this 11 laps to go, Joe?
Bobby, if he can just get out to the lead fast, he should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's running the bottom good. He still has enough grip down on the low side. If he can just keep it clean for 11 laps, he'll be fine.
Oh, we're about to find out here.
The battle's going to be
As
between the
race
61
started-
and 24.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Here we go. Green flag. Not a great start, but I think he should be okay coming in the corner. Yeah, he already gets clear of the 97. Look at Gibb coming around, getting around the 61.
Oh, we're going 3 wide here. Oh, somebody backed out.
Yeah, it looked like the 23 was about to hook the 61, but yeah, backed out of it just a little bit. 61 really sliding around and losing time. Got Sam Gordon up there trying to wall.
Whoa.
16 comes down a bit.
Oh, they're making contact here. And there it goes. It looks like it's going to be the 18, but they saved it as we are still green here at Knoxville. For the lead.
Yeah, 61 gets under the 24 again. He's going to try to run the cushion now. He'll get a great run on the high side. If the 61 can maybe pull a slider, would be able to get around him. What the 61 wants to do, if he wants to get ahead, is kind of dive it in on the bottom and then try to slide up top. That's what he's going to do. There you go. Perfect move. Going to stay down there, though.
Oh, he's going to so close in the wall. As you see, we are 3 wide there right now.
Kobe trying to get around the 024, but can't make anything of it. 7 laps to go. Bobby out to a good lead. Emmanuel gets a little bit on the banking there, loses a lot of time. Here comes Gibb. Don't forget about the 23 either. I think what he's going to try to do is just going to give him a bumper a little bit. He's trying to run that real dark dirt up there, trying to get the cushion moving. 5 laps to go. Manuel should have the interview spot. .24 in the wall. Big hit for a 24.
We doing Chastain moves now.
And it looked like he got loose a little bit and slammed it. 5 laps to go.
All right, Joe. So what did you thought of the race tonight? I thought it was a little entertaining. What about you?
It's been good. Took him a bit to figure out everything, but they're running pretty good with 4 to go. There will be a green-white checkered, though, if a caution does come out.
Always in the wall again.
Yeah, a little bit of a wall bump on the 24. Kobe hanging on. But Bobby and Nathan have checked out really
Yeah,
far
they
ahead
really
of
have.
everybody else.
Looks like he was wall riding there for a second. As you see, everybody here is single foul here. I think we're going to make it to the white flag.
Yep, 2 laps to go. This time, caution is out.
No way. Racing said that. Oh.
It appears to be Sam Gordon. Let's see what happened. Ooh, 05
Oh,
fires
sent
it
it
in there. And they turn each
Sent
other
it
around.
to you.
Not been the 05's best day.
I don't know why you would send it in that deep with 2 to go. I mean, you're not getting anywhere.
I don't know, he's just overdoing it, I guess. But
Yeah.
we're going to have a green-white checkered. I think the only 2 that have a realistic chance here are Bobby and Nathan. Nathan's going to have to really... Oh, man. Nathan's going to have to really get a good restart. And I think the only way he's really going to have a good one is if he can pinch Bobby. He's going to have to pinch him and make it so he can't get a good run off the corner. Nathan's fast, but I don't think he's fast enough. So I think the only way he's going to have to get a good restart, make sure he's side by side in the corner, and keep him pinched.
Mm-hmm.
His other hope is that the 61 gets a good restart and puts it under him.
Well, that's the thing. You're never going to know on these restarts because once the green flag flies, they know they only have 1 lap to get to the white flag. So it could be anybody's race.
All right, 2 laps to go to settle it. Gibbs still the highest mover, up 11 spots, and Jeremy, he's still surviving. Got a little damage, but looking good. Up 5 in the SBRN machine.
All right, here we go.
All right, Nathan's going to have to get a good restart and pinch Bobby if he has any chance. If he lets him get around on the first turn, he's done
Green
for.
flag, green flag.
Green flag. And that's
I
what he
don't
got.
know
Good
that,
restart,
but-
97. He's going to leave him room, though.
Oh, look at that 24.
Yeah, Gibb gets clear. Nathan.
Oh, right there, clear. Here we go,
Nathan's
white
gonna be
flag.
pushing up high, but I just don't think he's gonna have enough. Bobby's still running the bottom good. 3 wide behind. White flag. I think Bobby's got it now. He just has to keep it clean. Doubt any last second sliders will come.
He's too far out.
Oh, Forget loose. 24. Trying to get around him. Bobby's
Here he
going to
comes.
win. Eldora. Nathan's going to be second. The battle for third is going to be Emmanuel just by a nose. As they wreck behind, they have just finished the race. Bobby wins. It was a good lap on that last lap.
It was very
For
entertaining.
about 3 or 4. So Emmanuel comes off corner on that final lap, and he has a good lead. The 24 though comes up through. He has to kind of cut him off a little bit. Slides up in front of him. 24 gets a little bit out of shape, and then good rip on the bottom by the 23, and just barely hangs on as he hits the wall.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really thought the 97 was gonna have it because he got such a great launch, but he just couldn't stick it.
Yeah, I think the only way that he would have really been able to do anything with Bobby is if he would have really pinched him down there. That was the only thing that I think he really could have done. We'll be back with the interviews in just a moment after a short commercial break. This is the Southern Broadcast Race Network. All right. Got Nathan Penley in the booth. Nathan, good run, but just not enough to get Bobby there.
Man, he is fast. Very, very fast. It was a good run, though. Good race all around.
Is there anything you think you might have done different to try to get Bobby on that last couple laps?
I was trying. I was pushing as hard as I could. It was a battle, that's for sure. But he had it. He's definitely good on dirt. I got to give him that.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was a good race for you. You kept up in the top 3 pretty much the whole race. How was running on dirt for you today?
Oh, it was great, man. I had a lot of fun. I love dirt. Been practicing a lot lately, in official races. So, I was pretty prepared for the dirt race. Track was extremely slick, and it's hard in them trucks, the stock cars. It's a whole different ball game compared to running it in a dirt car. But no, it was a good race. It was a lot of fun. A lot of cautions, but it was towards the beginning. We had a good green flag run there at the end. So it was good all around.
Yeah, it took a minute for everyone to figure it out, but once it did, we got some nice green flag runs.
Absolutely. Yep. I was impressed at the end there. It was a lot of fun. I love dirt racing. Like I said, it's a blast.
Daniel, got any questions?
Yeah. So, how was the truck handling tonight for you, Nathan? Was it loose or was it tight?
It was extremely loose, and with the track being so slick, you really couldn't get into the throttle very much. I mean, it was barely touching it, smooth as possible. Every entry, every exit, the smoother you were, the faster you were. That's how I felt, but it was extremely loose.
All right. Well, I want to say good racing tonight, and I can't wait to see what you got for us next.
Appreciate it, guys. I'm
All
glad
right.
to be back here.
And good job tonight as well. What do you got for shout-outs?
Shout out Sam Gordon again, my teammate. We need to make a team here soon. Shout out Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet. Kyle Larson, my favorite driver, and raise hell, praise Dale.
All right, well, good job tonight. We'll see what you got next week.
Hey, thanks, guys.
We got Emmanuel in the chat.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks I couldn't come race with you guys, but I'm pretty amazed by my third place finish. I really like dirt racing a lot, but it's not something that I do often. So I'm pretty glad I have big points tonight for me and my team. So I'm gonna take that results with great pleasure.
So yeah, you were running pretty hard with the 24. For a good portion of the race. How's it running with Michael today?
Yeah, Giberson, him, and he fought Poulain a lot, but I had a lot of fun running with him. It was hard, but clean racing. We touched a bunch of times, but not enough to get unstable. But yeah, Giberson, shout out to him. He's a great driver and clean, obviously. So it was really fun running with him.
Yeah, and Guillermo was doing pretty good today too. He ran a pretty good race. Yeah, I noticed that you hadn't run much dirt, but it's been a good run for you today. Kept it up in the top 5 pretty much the whole day.
Yeah, I don't remember what place I was in the beginning. I think I was 8th or 9th. But as I'm not really good at qualifying. So in the race, we were like all the Quebec guys. The plan was just to survive, and I think the first 3 yellows is guys in front of me that had accidents, so it helps a lot with that. But yeah, I think I have been. You gotta be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. And I took luck tonight with great pleasure, like I said. And I'm pretty happy about my result for real. And
Yep.
to have points for my team, it's really good.
You got any questions for Emmanuel, Daniel?
I have no questions for him.
All right. Well, good run tonight in the dirt. And what do you got for shoutouts?
Shout outs, all the guys in the chat with me, Guillaume Poulain, Brosseau, Labrosse, Vincent Vachon. We're all in the top 10, which we were pretty stoked with that. The sponsors, I want to thank Yacht 45 Montreal, all the sponsors from All Track Challenge, PB Soft, MaxSwap, FR Construction, ML. I'm sure I'm going to forget some, and they're gonna give me hell for that. But yeah, all the sponsors from All Truck Challenge and all the guys, shout out to them. And thank you guys, for the stream and the league. It's pretty good. Pretty good thing going on.
All right. Well, good run tonight, and we'll see what you can do next week. We'll be back on the ovals.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, we got Bobby up here. Well, for today, I think this, if you were a betting man, I'm pretty sure I would have bet on the 77. Yeah, Bobby, how you doing today?
Doing all right. That was fun.
Well, qualified pole, took the EOL, and you got it back up to the front pretty quickly. How is running that little sliver on the bottom?
It's a ton of fun. I mean, with these trucks, Joe, you know it because you're no slouch on the dirt. I was using, believe it or not, a lot of brakes at the front end going in and
Really?
barely on the throttle. I don't think I was maybe half throttle all the way around the track just to keep the tires under it. That's why I was laughing because Zach and Josh, as usual, they're always with me and said, Joe said the bottom's going to go away. I said, no, it ain't. That bottom is going to be here for a long time. As long as you could get the truck woed up and get the nose planted, you could run there all night long. There was a ton of grip down there still.
Yeah, because I was thinking, with how it was slicked off, I was thinking if that little sliver went away, you might be able to still run it, but it wouldn't be as fast.
Yeah, no, the top was still way too greasy. There were still it never got blown off up there properly. So that bottom at Knoxville, once it gets to that point slick, even if the top was blown off, it still wouldn't have been faster because the bottom started rubbering up. And once that happens, forget it. That's where you got to be.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one tried to run the cushion. I don't know if it would have been very fast, but
I tried. It was scary. It was not comfortable. It was slow. It was scary. I tried it for, I think, one lap and said, nope, back down to the bottom for me.
All right. Well, overall, though, pretty dominant performance. Kept it off the little inside banking, a little unique part of Knoxville. Don't want to hit that,
Yep.
otherwise you'll not have a fun time.
No, not at all.
But yeah, you were a catfish today, just being a bottom feeder.
Yeah. Running the top sells the t-shirts, running the bottom cashes the checks, man, on a track like that. So that's what we did.
All right, well, good run tonight. Daniel, you got any questions for Bobby?
Yeah, so Bobby, now that this dirt race is behind us all, what is your expectations going into next week?
Next week I will not be running this. I'm actually not even really part of this series. This was one that I wanted to come run. I run in the Xfinity series full time right now. So, we've got Kansas coming up next week. I'm really looking forward to that race. It's a top dominant track, but you can make the bottom work there. But you really, really got to take care of your tires. So, that one I'm looking forward to. The next 4 races on the Xfinity schedule really suit my driving style, and you can be 4 more different tracks from Kansas to Laguna. Then I think we go to Indy and then North Wilkesboro. So, but I've had a lot of luck and a lot of success at all 4 of those tracks. So I'm looking forward to it. We're locked into the playoffs already, but I want to see if I can get some more wins, add on to the 3 that we got already.
And one quick question for you, because I know there's a lot of dirt guys in here. I want to know your opinion. What do you think about this new dirt update coming?
I cannot wait. And the reason being is with the new damage model coming to the late model, but just, tire wear in general. everybody's going to have to change their driving style. These guys that want to just hang it out and bang it off the chip all the way around the track and wall ride, it ain't going to happen anymore. And with tire wear, I'm really thinking that we're going to see legitimate rubber get put down on these tracks, and being real careful on your throttle, being real careful on the pitch of the car, no matter what type of car it is, and taking care of those rear tires is going to be key. And it's totally different than what a lot of the fast guys are running. Obviously guys like Say, Majulis, Murtaugh, Hauser, these guys, all the pro guys, they're going to figure it out eventually. But it's going to be a total culture shock to them. I think it's going to play into old guys like me, into our hands for the first little while until these guys get it figured out.
So you're thinking it's going to be a lot more throttle control, like in say like a 305, for example. I don't think we'd have to be that worried because like you can run those things full throttle on almost any track. But like if you're talking like a 410 where you got a lot more power coming to those wheels, or even like a super late model, I don't think this dirt update will affect tire wear much with the lower power cars, but I think it's going to be a whole different challenge with higher power cars like super late models, 410s.
When you're in the
358s.
tack, it's not going to, but it doesn't matter the power that the car has once it slicks off, because at that point you're really scrubbing that rear tire across the ground, and if you get too much angle and you're doing a lot of sliding, it's just going to tear that right rear and left rear to bits. So definitely in the tack, I don't think it's going to affect many of the cars at all, but it's once you get down to the slick where we separate the men from the boys, that's where it's really, really going to show.
Yeah, because I think there's going to be a lot of iRating fluctuation in the dirt scene over the first probably month or so.
I cannot wait. I'm stoked for it, if I'm being completely honest with you.
All right, well, always like talking to you. What do you got for shout-outs?
As always, got to thank my team, Exiled Esports, all of our incredible partners that we have. Ancient World Gaming, Premier Racing Setups, Simrap Market, Sordog, Design the Void, FGR Excel, Advanced.gg, Cutscene, Bucked Up, everybody that helps us on this team. I've got such an incredible group of partners on this team, and an incredible group of guys that myself and my partner Jesse Isidore have put together. Got to thank all the guys on the team. I also got to give a special shout out as always to my teammates Zach and Josh. Anytime I'm racing, they're with me. Anytime Josh is racing, it's me or Zach or both of us. There's a real camaraderie there. I also got to thank Relentless Racing League for putting on an incredible league, and thank you to all the admins for all the hard work that they do. And obviously got to thank you guys over at Southern Broadcasting Racing Network for putting on the streams for us. We, as a league, we greatly appreciate you guys, because you bring the great racing and the great product that we have out to the masses.
Yeah, and one thing though, I was surprised that Josh was not racing today. Was he late?
Yeah, Josh was late, didn't have a bunch of practice, and just felt that it was better that he didn't run. He's not running for points in the truck series. I believe he's pretty close to the cut line in ARCA, though, so I'll definitely be with him on Thursday, and hopefully we can get him into the playoffs. Like I told Josh, with him being rather new, and the Gen 4 car being as powerful as it is, I've run the Gen 4 car before, and it's totally different animal from the ARCA car that we ran last year, Joe. So if he could even make the playoffs, I mean, that I'm going to be over the moon with that. So
yeah, I'll tell you one thing though. I'd love to see an Xfinity car do a dirt race one time. Don't know if they'll ever give us a setup for it, but I'd like to see that happen.
it would be cool, but we got to see if NASCAR will do it in real life first. I would not mind seeing it, but I'm looking forward to moving up to Cup next year, where we'll be running at Bristol with the next gen. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that will be fun. Don't know what I'll be doing, so because I'll be broadcasting, but
Yep.
I'll probably hang around somewhere. But I know for one thing is I will see you on Monday at Kansas.
Absolutely,
We got-
brother.
we got Jeremy
Are you
back in the
racing?
booth.
There we go. You're racing. Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be nice to have you back in the series, Joe.
I'll have to make sure that I'll have to make sure I stay up front for that race because I know for a fact I'm gonna not be seeing you at Laguna.
You got to come run Laguna and do me a favor. Turn that mirror off at Kansas, bud.
Well, what I meant with Laguna though is I'll see you for about 2-3 laps. Then I'll only see you under caution then.
We'll see. I'll give any of the Xfinity drivers that are watching right now. It's Laguna's like racing on dirt. Less gas is best. That's my one pointer to you guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you this as well. Yeah, watch out for Zach too.
Yeah, me and Zach have been testing, and he's not very far off of me.
Zach,
I'm proud of him.
Zach surprised me at Watkins Glen. I mean, I knew he was a good road racer. I didn't expect him to get it second at Watkins Glen, but now I'm pretty sure he's going to be up there fighting for top 3 probably.
I'm worried about Zach beating me at Laguna, and that's all I'm going to say. That's how quick he is.
Well, man, giving away too many of your tricks, it seems.
Right. He's very, very quick. He's going to be one to watch, man. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, guess I'm going to have to be worried about 2 fast guys now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably more than just you and Zach, though, because there's a lot of quick guys on the road courses in Xfinity.
Absolutely, there are. So,
but yeah,
right,
I will say this though, Bobby. Yes, I see Zach now. He's very fast.
There you go. See, Joe. That's all I was looking for.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Monday, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night. Good win tonight, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Alrighty. Well, that is all for tonight. We always like talking a little bit more of Bobby. It's always fun. He's one of our broadcast favorites, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the final results. It's going to be Bobby, Penley, Forget, Pullen, Giberson, Sutphin, Brosella, Bros, Gordon, Vacon, Bonsignor, Spires, Pearson, Robbins, Harris, Bonini, Wilson, Means, Davis, Frey, Hendricks. Well, how was the first race?
It was very good. I'm used to ovals and asphalt, more like NASCAR. But yeah, I thought it was a really good race. I thought Knoxville's a very interesting racetrack to race at with the trucks right now. But I was expecting cautions, and we did see that tonight. So I thought it was a pretty interesting race.
All right. Yeah, it was a little tough in the start, but turned out to be a pretty good run for the last half of the race. Congrats to Bobby and Penley and Forget for the top 3s. And thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for Cup. They will be, I believe, at Bristol. We'll check that really quick for y'all. That is correct. They are going to be at Bristol, 225 laps. The Autism Awareness 225. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow with me and Isaac at Bristol. Good night, everybody. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network.